Today I will be reacting to two videos. The first video, a woman asks a man, what is it like to be a man in modern society? And he gives her a good answer. The second video is going to be a woman explaining the three things that a man needs in order for you to keep him. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. Next, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, Who is Anthony Spade, the link is below. All right, today I'm going to be reacting to the first video. It's going to be a woman asking a man, what is it like to be a man in modern society? One thing that most men are going through in modern society is understanding the true definition of a man. A man don't know what his part is in today's society, nor does a woman. Everyone is living a free fall life. We've watched the collapse of religion. We've watched the collapse of civilization as we know it. Life as we know it is nothing but a big reality show. Majority of people are just turning on the cameras, acting any way to get attention. Attention has replaced value. Attention has replaced morality. Why? It's simple. 20 years ago, as technology has progressed, as single motherhood increased, so did the distractions of children. So parents started using technology. They started using the cell phones, the iPads, and all of those things in order to keep children distracted. Later came the teenagers. So as everyone started using the phone for distractions, they were able to actually fall for the agendas. Why? Because they were bored in real life. The more bored you are in real life, the more you're going to go towards your phone. The more you go towards your phone, the quicker you're going to get brainwashed. And next thing you know, you're not going to know who you are, because online, you could be whoever you want to be. But when you face reality, it's typically when people become depressed. So let's get to the video when she asks, what is it like to be a man in today's society?
What is it truly like to be a man in today's society? What is it truly like to be a man in today's society? What are the difficulties?
Let's see. There's no point in getting married anymore because divorce is basically incentivized. Why would an aging woman who's losing her market value want to be with a man when she could just take his money and his children and his house? You can't be sexual at all to women anymore, or else you might get canceled. Everyone believes women when they make false allegations, and even if they're proven to be not true, your reputation is still damaged for life. A woman with bias.
That I have to agree with. That's one of the biggest problems that we have in modern society, is that a woman is always telling the truth in society's eyes, especially when it comes to. But no matter what she says, no matter if she's proven to be false, the man's reputation will always decrease regardless of the situation. Why? Because it puts a bad stitch on a name. And what do? Women find the most devilish way to destroy you whenever they're mad at you.
Buyer's remorse can basically just make false claims or exaggerated claims about you, and you're damaged for life. Women want you to do and provide everything for them and change into whatever they want you to mold into, but don't want to change at all themselves. And society
And I agree with that. Prime example, look at Ayesha Curry. She's been trying to make Steph Curry tough for how long? They're always trying to transition you into somebody that you're naturally not. Why? Because they naturally didn't like you. I keep telling you guys, women are always going through multiple personalities. And she's expecting the man to go through multiple personalities as well, because that's what entertains her. This is why when a group of women get together, they're always best friends at first. But then the cat fights start to kick in. Everyone picks sides. Her best friend becomes her enemy, and then her enemy becomes her best friend.
Raises this. Women always talk about how they want a man above 6 feet, but when a man talks about how he wants a fit chick, he's body shaming. Nobody has our backs, not even our brothers. Men destroy men in the name of women because they white knight. We're completely disposable in today's society, and nobody cares.
And I have to agree with him for the most part. In today's world, Majority of men are under this toxic masculinity. Women are always looking for a man to be toxic in order to shame him or put him down. But in a lot of cases, I'm going to be honest with you, as I travel the world, I see a lot of this in bigger cities. In bigger cities, you have this going on. In smaller cities, you still have a lot of women who love a dominant man. All right? We're going to get to the next video, and it's going to be a woman, and she's going to be explaining exactly what does a man want out of a woman, period, in order to keep her. All right? Let's hear what she has to say.
Please tell me what I taught you. How do you become a good girl? Tell us, please. Tell us the secrets of keeping a man. What are the secrets?
I don't have one. Don't talk.
Okay.
Suck dick.
Okay.
Smile.
And what if you get into a fight with a guy?
He's always right. Suck his dick.
That's it. So you're learning?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to elaborate on that. For one, she's absolutely right, but she's only right to a man who has a plan and a dream where he wants to be. Women typically don't have dreams. They just tag along to something that's already been done and then come in with their ideas on how they think they can make it better. And then when they get discombobulated, they go home and really worship what they're doing. They really get into their job to make it good because they have to put in more energy to make it good. But when it comes to a man who has the money, who has the drive, who has the ambition, for the most part, we don't need a woman trying to tell us what to do. We don't need a woman trying to debate us because majority of women, especially pretty women, are only going to get far because of their looks. Typically, the prettier they are, the less educated they are. Next thing, when it comes to like giving head, a man loves that, especially when he's stressed out. Right? That's all he wants. That's all he really needs from a woman who's liking him for his money. That's another thing that I want you guys to get from this video. This is strictly for women that's practicing hypergamy. This video is not for you broke chicks. It is not for you fat chicks. It is for women that look just as good as that woman that was in the video. That's who I'm talking to. Why? Because that type of woman, a man does not mind spending money on her. But at the same time, if he's going to spend money on her, she has to be able to act her part. Majority of women out here lose out on the man from running their mouth. A woman could have the world if she just learns to shut up. But then again, I'm only talking about the woman who wants the high value man. Keep it simple. Shut up, suck dick, conversate, be cool. Those are my four. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the video. Sacrifice that you can change your life. First you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. Turn the phone off, you can see things. Today we're gonna be talking about how Sigma males test a woman's confidence. All right, when it comes to testing a woman's confidence or a woman testing your confidence, it's both for the same reason. You're testing to see what you can get away with in a relationship. You're testing for loyalty and you're testing for compatibility. Whether it's man or woman, whoever is doing the testing is always the one that's trying to grab the upper hand in the relationship. The difference is men don't normally start testing a woman to after he has been tested a lot of times by her. But women start off testing at the beginning of the relationship. A woman can actually test you during the process of dating and during the process of you getting her number. The women are always testing and they're doing it on purpose because they're always gaining for control. So today, I'm gonna teach you what Sigma males do in a relationship accidentally to gain control over a woman, but he's never doing it intentionally. These are always accidental tests. But if you're beta or alpha, you can use these traits as well to give yourself the upper hand. First, we're going to talk about the jealousy test. All right, when you're dealing with a woman, the jealousy test is not going to work until you are around one of her friends. And this is how this works. Typically, when you're around a girl and her friends, they're going to lead the conversation. They're going to always be talking about some drama or something to go on, especially if it's your first time meeting her friends. Typically, when you meet a woman's friends for the first time, it's always excitement between her and her friend. They always got something important to talk about. Both of them are always smiling and laughing. Why? Because her friend still wants to get you to talk. When Sigma males are around two females, we have a tendency not to be quiet, but not to interrupt the conversation and just enjoy the conversation that's going on. Now, where the jealousy test comes in at is when her friend wants to initiate conversation with you. What you do, you initiate conversation back, but you do not initiate the conversation until her friend starts initiating the conversation with you. You don't butt into their conversation. You have to actually wait for the best friend to initiate conversation with you. Once she initiates conversation with you, as a Sigma male, you should be quick on your brain. You know how to keep the conversation going. You know how to keep the conversation warm. But you also want to keep the conversation away from the girl that you're talking to. And this is going to create jealousy because she's going to think the friend that you just met, you may like her friend more than you like her. When you learn to do these traits, these are going to start pushing women closer to you because it shows that you're not just thinking about her. But when it comes to this type of test, this is a test that a lot of Sigma males do on accident because we're normally not the loudest one in the room. We're not the quietest one in the room. We're the most mysterious one in the room. So the best friend always wants to know what's up with this guy. And that's where we go into conversating. Best believe, in most cases, before the best friend meets you, they done already had a full-blown conversation about you. And the best friend is just trying to match everything together. Next, the loyalty test. Now, with this loyalty test, this comes in a different way. This is if you're trying to get closer to that woman to pull her in as a girlfriend and you want to test if she's going to be loyal. What you should do is when you guys are conversating about life, bring up relationships like, oh, I seen on YouTube this guy got caught cheating, or I seen this woman got caught cheating doing this. And then you laughed about it, you explain how funny it is. But what you want to do is see the reactions to her. See how she reacts to cheating. See how she reacts to the certain stories that you bring up. Now, you have to talk about stories that you're trying to get out of her. And this is going to be a loyalty test, whether she goes along with it or whether she defends a woman. If you have a woman that defends a bad woman when you bring up a story about a bad woman, then that's going to be a test that she's not going to be loyal to you. You always want to test a woman to see if she will cover for a woman that's doing bad. If you have a woman that will cover for a woman that's doing bad, she's untrustworthy whatsoever. Next. This is going to be called the friends of foe, all right? This is the test to see exactly how much power you have in the relationship. And what you want to do is, when she makes plans with her friends, you want to make sure that she makes plans with her friends first, as if you and her have no other plans whatsoever. Then after she make her plans, then you make a plan with her and say, hey, I want to do this with you at this time. I want to do this with you at this time, knowing that that was the time that her and her friends were supposed to go. And this is going to have her make a decision. My friends or him? My friends or him? A lot of times in this situation, this is just a test that you're just doing to see how much control you got. She may be like, no, I want to go be with my friends, or no, I'm going to come be with you. Just because she may choose to go be with her friends doesn't mean that you don't have any control over her. It just means that maybe you guys have probably been around each other and she just needs a break. But if she's willing to break the plans that she has with her friends and come with you, then you have full control over her and her loyalty is going to be dedicated to you. Next, the dominating test. All right? The dominating test is when a woman is saying jokes about you, or she's trying to talk to you in a certain way to belittle you. Now, you have to understand, this woman is going to always do little gestures. That's what women do. They always do little gestures of belittling to a man, but men normally don't catch it. See, women love to entertain themselves with sarcasm. So a lot of times you may have a woman that's talking about you to entertain herself, but you're not catching her sarcasm. So when you catch her sarcasm, you have to be able to tell her, don't talk to me like that, or shut up, woman, don't talk to me like that, or don't do this. This is where you put your foot down and you do it out the blue. You don't let it build up. It's kind of like the conversation's going right, but then she says something sarcastically. You got to instantly tell her, shut up, don't talk to me like that. It's called a dominating test. It's when she says something that you don't like, but you give her more energy than what she's giving you. Let's say she says something little like, I don't like that. You say, listen, shut up. I don't want to deal with you. Period. Next, we're going to talk about the confidence test. All right? The confidence test is the confidence test within herself. And what you're going to do in this situation is you're going to find something about her that she's wearing that you don't like. So when you're doing this, you never want to poke fun at her body parts. Whatever you do, never do that. Never do that during the confidence test. Never talk about her weight. Never talk about her hairstyle. Never do anything about that when we're doing the confidence test. When it comes to the confidence test, you want to pick either her shoes, her pants, or her shirt. And what you're going to tell her is, I don't like that. That's not flattering on you. That doesn't look good on you. You're not making your body look good with that shirt. Those jeans and them pants do not give you flattering. I've seen you look better in other outfits. This is a test of her confidence over you. Because when you go to do things like this, this shows that she has to do more to impress you, that she's not impressing you. Don't think about hurting her feelings. As long as you don't come into her body and things like that, if you don't poke fun at her body, you're okay. Poking fun at like jeans and a t-shirt that she's wearing, you're good with that. But that's letting her know that she's not always perfect to you. That she can always do better. Every time you see her, she's not in perfect condition. A lot of these guys, every time they see their woman, whether she got on makeup, whether she's looking ugly at her worst, they still gonna tell her, you're pretty, babe, you're this. Women do not like that. So in the confidence test, do not be afraid to tell her what you do not like about her outfit, but you gotta understand, these tests I've given you, you have to do these tests on purpose. On purpose. So think about what you're going to say to her before you test her so it flows right. This is Anthony Spade. Hasta la vista.